Soledad, I'm not sure if you felt that aftershock that we just got down here, but what have you seen in the area you're in?
Yeah, we didn't feel that aftershock at all, Anderson. I'm in Higashi Matsushima, which is about an hour's drive north of Sendai, which is the capital city in the northern part of Japan. The population in Sendai is just about 1 million folks, but where we are, it's rural, it's much smaller community, agricultural, a fishing village as well. We've seen today the self-defense forces come out doing some of that search and rescue again today, trying to see if there's any bodies that they can recover, any people that they can rescue, and also people here with their cars or their bicycles just trying to pull out of their homes what they can. You talk about the death toll, and certainly it's coastal areas like this that were damaged by the earthquake, but had even more damage from the tsunami as it really ravaged the area, where you could expect a high death toll. You can see some of the cars piled up behind me and just some of the damage that really goes on for a mile here. About 1 kilometer out to sea, so over my shoulder, the devastation is even much more worse. And I want to show you a little bit more of what we saw earlier today as we walked through what was a small and close-knit community. I think the thing that never ceases to amaze you is really the power of a natural disaster like a tsunami. I mean, take a look at this. This building here, the white one, that's an apartment building. It actually is standing pretty well. But look at this one here. This is a house that's completely collapsed. And remarkably, this house actually wasn't here before the tsunami hit. It came out of this big open space back here and actually just floated up with the force of the water. I mean, it's amazing. Most of the people who live here are fishermen and rice farmers, some of them elderly, and now they say with the destruction they really don't know what they're going to do, because as you can see, even a house like this inside, even though structurally, real testament to the Japanese architecture with the mind to earthquakes, structurally it's held up very well. Inside it's a complete and total loss. So the farmers that we've spoken to say that while some are insured, they're not really sure at this point what exactly they can do. They said when the earthquake happened, it was so severe on the hands and knees because it was shaking so hard. Then an alarm went off, which was an indication that a tsunami was on the way. So they hightailed it over to an elementary school, went up to the roof, several hundred people. And then at that point, they basically waited. And within 30 minutes, the tsunami had come through. And you can see, and Jung, if you pan out that way, you can just see the complete and total loss that just goes on and on for about as far as you can see. What will happen to this community, it's really unclear. But certainly for the homes here, most of it's just gone. So in addition to what you can see, there's a lot you can't see. For example, the fishermen have no boats. The rice paddies have been flooded and damaged with oil, which means it could be years before those farmers are able to get back out there. And because so many people lost their cars, they literally just were washed away when the tsunami rolled through. That means that they've been bringing buses through to have people come and pick through what remains and then catch that bus and go back to some kind of evacuation center. And as I mentioned, some people say they're insured, but as you can see, the loss is so massive here, just one of these coastal towns, villages, that it's unclear really how many people will come back here to rebuild. Anderson?
I also think it's important, Soledad, just to remind people that we are still very much in the early days, the early hours of this. It was 3 days ago that the earthquake and the tsunami struck. But in terms of helping people, in terms of getting relief aid in, getting food in, searching for the missing, and those who may still be alive, trapped underneath the wreckage, it is still very much early days. This is an operation which is just ramping up kind of exponentially as we speak, Soledad.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of things that I noticed on our way, even just driving into Sendai, which is the highways. You had to get a special pass to be allowed on the highway with the other rescue vehicles and journalists as well. But if you could get on that highway, it really shortened your trip. And every single time there was a bump or a crack in the highway, they had put cones out, so they're already monitoring where the most damaged area of the highway. The gas stations were told they're going to start trying to bring some fuel and supplies back into towns like this because they're really running very low. Many places